Morning. We had a extremely useful week for a relief rally caused by a cheer from US Fed, not tinkering with the rates as of now, but then I think that is going to be short-lived, because that's not enough of a reason why the market can continue to go up. But speculative reasons will still speculate on the fact whether RBI governor on 29 September is going to lower the interest rates. Now then, that is also not a great trigger in the sense that the basic economy has to do well. The economy, the way it has been designed right now, I think very good job is being done from the government level. You forget the GST and you forget the land reform bill. They are big time reforms, big base reforms, but there are so many reforms which are happening on a regular basis which is getting unnoticed. But the moot point is that the economy has to do well, A. B, the corporates has to generate profits in September quarter better than the last quarter, June quarter. And now markets team will be watching these corporate profits which are going to come in from the first week of October. And we are very close to that. So market will build up positions on the basis of A, the rate cut if at all it happens, and the corporate profitability for the June quarter. A 7% GDP number says that, or rather I would put it like this: the amount of indirect tax collected points out to a better corporate profitability in this September quarter, and that could be a surprise because right now the market is not even recognizing that the indirect tax collection has been huge. One has to, of course, find out that where from this indirect tax has got really collected, and I suppose that would be in terms of quite a bit in service tax, and then I would like to know the excise duty amount which has been collected. That will give a fair indication about how the corporate profit will shape up. So there are two phases of the market, and while we are talking about the market starting 21st September, we are 8 days before the RBI meet. Where is this RBI meet? Okay. Tuesday. So there is a background of how the trading strategy should work out, but technically we are in not many cases, including the Bank Nifty and Nifty, we are in the buy mode, which I had stated last time, and we had this beautiful resistance of 8050, which really triggered on last Friday. I wanted a closing of that to play long, but then I did not get the closing, so I have gone short on the market, especially Nifty and Bank Nifty, which as on the end of Friday was giving me a bit of money. I don't know how the things will shape up during Monday, Tuesday, Friday, but then I would like to cut it as fast as possible. Now, question is of Nifty to start with, and I think we have to understand Nifty is sub 8,000. We will have the stop of 8050 by closing, definitely. Now, assuming that it trades lower, I think 7850 could act as a good support, 7850. And let's see whether it stabilizes there or not, because this kind of a relief rally, the counter rally should be having a higher bottom, and that is precisely what I'm looking at the chart on a bit longer term basis. But you never know. There could be disturbances like SKS Micro or Bharat Forge of downgrades, and SKS Micro for not getting the bank license. So all taken together, I think there's a reason why we should be looking at other things at this point of time. I think a better bullish bet could be in pharma as such. So pharma could be a bullish bet, and we would like to play with the pharma theme, and I suspect that Sun Pharma, if it can start trading above 914, we would have some kind of a uptrending situation in Sun Pharma. Let's look at the chart of Sun Pharma and I'll explain you why I'm talking like this. Now, well, let's take the future of Sun Pharma, and this is how the chart looks like. And I think, after this gap down which happened, then it really met the gap and made this high of 964 and then came down here and started to move up. Now you have to notice that this bottom and this bottom is higher. So I would say that this uptrend is much more acceptable to me because the bottom has been higher. See, the uptrend will be confirmed only after the movement above this, more or less, or rather closing above this, which is about 956. So the uptrend, while it gets confirmed above 956, but this uptrend is fair enough to play, and we will have an immediate resistance, as I was saying, somewhere here, which is about 920. So if I take the body part of it, I think this is a better place, 914. So between 914 and 920, there could be some small time resistance, but I suspect. Now let's look at the moving average positions also. And it's just across the moving average, and the angle of the moving average also has been on the upswing. So Sun Pharma, in order to take it together, if the market corrects, Sun Pharma is to be bought because there are evidence of it trying to trend up. So if you are on the buy side of the market, if you want to buy, well, this is something which we could look at. We can look at so many other things. It's not that, even something which is down and corrective and maybe support broken and all that. We could possibly, I have given some hints in my newspaper, the English version, so you could also check it out with SKS Micro, what I've written, or Bharat Forge, what I've written. So that will work in favor of whoever wants to do that, and I suspect that there will be some mid-cap ideas which can really work out well, and I'll just give you a couple of them. So while the market behaves the way I'm predicting, there would be opportunities to mine some mid caps on retracement theories. Now, one of the ideas would be Fortis Healthcare. Now let's look at the Fortis chart. We had quite a number of days of a range, the range being between 177 and 151, so it has been moving into the range. It did break out of the range, but again went into the range. Now there is a kind of a price volume expansion on Friday. Assuming it is going to trade above the range of 177, then we could once again get somewhere here, which is about 192. So about 10-12 rupees of trading. Assuming it can't, then the idea is to buy near 155, 166 once it is near this kind of a zone, which can be sold into, because the volume factor is suggesting that after consolidation, Fortis may break out. No, see, the point is breakouts are fair enough, but then the breakouts, fizzling out also is part of the breakout game. So breakouts to be always bought against retracements. So Fortis is the idea, and being part of the pharma basket, I think it will have the positive divergence, but the industry as such is now likely poised for a positive divergence, and that is the pharma sector itself can move against the market on the positive side. Someone will not, and someone will join later. Those things are always there. but it's a question of who could possibly start it. I just spoke about Sun Pharma, and so now I'm giving a Fortis Healthcare as an idea as to whether this can be traded on the positive side. So there are two ways to trade. One is use a breakout to enter, with the idea that if there are retracements against breakout all the way up to 155, 56, then you re-enter or average it out or buy more, and that breakout buy above 177 if it is feasible. If it goes through, then we can possibly get 192. That's the sum and substance of Fortis Healthcare. Mid-cap idea, all-time favorite of mine, CRISIL, Credit Research, and Friday's price volume breakout suggests it can move up. Anyway, it doesn't matter if it moves down and you buy and you get fixed with that. Ultimately, it will seek higher highs. But after this, see, the overall chart looks like this. That between this is like 2014 July, and now we are into September. It has more or less traded within a range. The range being more or less here and more or less here. So between between 1800 and 2100. Between 1800 and 2100, it has been moving in a range for 1 year. It goes up and comes down, and goes up and comes down. So it was a range created. It seems that it's trying to now touch the higher part of the range, which is about 2100. And these are beautiful stocks, wonderful stories, and wonderful business. People who have attended my last seminar on 6th September knows now what is the concept of a wonderful business. So CRISIL happens to be part of that wonderful business idea, and I am too sure that this idea will work during the week. That if you buy retracements, and I'm giving the range is 1800 versus 2100. So right now closing is 1923. There's some here and there corrections in the market and whatever it is. You might be getting it sub 1900, close to about 1850. So start the entry. The question is 2100 would be the resistance for this stock. So you have to be careful about that resistance, and you should be buying the dips, and don't have to keep any stop loss. 1 year of testing of a base of 1800, nothing is going to happen on the lower side. And so maybe this quarter's results could be good, because that may tally and a breakout might happen with the results of this quarter, and I think CRISIL qualifies to be watched during the week. The other stock which I am looking at is ENIL, Entertainment Network, which is basically the radio Mirchi. So I was discussing with me the other day in a party. So I said to your stock, looks like consolidated on me. He said, I don't understand stock consolidation on that. What do you want to say? I said, is something new happening? Nothing, we are getting geared up for the puja, and various kinds of ad revenues are coming. That's what my marketing team says. So that is one of the things. Because of festive season, the ad revenues are going up. A lot of people want to put up their ads in the product. Market may have recognized that. Look at the chart. See, this is what it has been doing for a couple of days. It went up 820 times, then came down 620 times. Now it has closed at about 688. Now this is a kind of a island reversal syndrome as per the Japanese candlesticks methods are concerned. Now, when it created the high of 689, it did not further create the high. Now, it has crossed the high of 689 and now exactly positioned at 689. So, I think with that ad revenue fundamental story, this stock is poised to move up to at least 750 and we are at 688. Once it crosses that, then there will be further move up. But right now, I think Entertainment Network, which is Radio Vichy, can be a buy idea. I'm giving the buy idea for a very simple reason: for the traders who wants to short, there are too many ideas to short. And that's the WhatsApp people are going to get it. On a weekly program, it's very difficult to exactly explain to you. But I suppose you could buy some, apart from buy. So the buy word has come, maybe buying some puts could be in order. No, I mean the trend is good, trend is up. But I don't understand what can make it go up, except that RBI really surprises by a rate cut. That could be a definite positive. But because of 4 days of clearing and the RBI thing is next Tuesday after the week, I think calls can be written during this week. Let's say in case of Nifty, write the call of 8050 or write the call of 8000. And once it crosses 8050, cover the call. Because time value, the decay will happen. By the way, I'm doing a future option workshop for a day on some 4th October, which is a Sunday, I suppose. And that will be happening during that day. I'll try to cover a lot of strategic call and put concepts. So if you could possibly attend, please call up Souro and get to know what are the fees and things like that. So coming back to the put buy, so if you're writing the call of 8000 or 8015 Nifty, you could possibly sell the put of 7,800. I don't see it is going down below 7,800. So you could pocket that money, or maybe you can, if the 7,900 is broken between Monday and Tuesday. As of now, SGX Nifty is 7,930 and we closed. It was 50 points, 60 points down because of Dow and all that. So maybe I think once 7,900 is broken, then you can buy 7,900 put. That's from just 4 days ago because of the clearing and all that. But I would rather like to write calls because the decay will happen much more faster. Similarly, in Bank Nifty, what has happened in Bank Nifty is, okay, let me go to the buying cycle. Now this is DCB. Now DCB was, see, first it traded between this and more or less this. So this was about 141 and this was about 131. Okay. Now then it started trading more or less, this is a zone. So after 131 it took a base about roughly 122. Now it has taken out the 131 breakout. So that 131, 141 was the range. It broke out of 131. Suppose it starts trading below 131. Having broken out, the theory is to buy the retracements. So we'll go by the theory. Because it has broken out, it is likely to maintain the upper range. So say below 131, it will be a bit of selling pressure here and there. But try to buy the retracements and accumulate the stock. Obviously, below 131, there is a chance that I'll get 127, 125, 123. So buy in installments or wait for 123. If it comes, I don't think it can come unless there's some kind of a havoc in terms of selling because of the clearing. But 123, 24 should be fair enough, fair, reasonable price. Check it up. I'm just giving you a idea to buy this stock. As it is, one of my favorites, and similar could be the position with Kotak Bank and IndusInd Bank as well as Yes Bank. They are buys on retracements. So if the banking cycle, you can buy. I would not like to buy State Bank because it did what I wanted it to do. Crossing 235, 36 will take it up more or less 252, 255. It could not do. It went up to 246 and 47, fizzled out to 241. So again breaking below 235 will be again 228, 29, 10. But those are very small amount to trade. So forget State Bank. Because why is it State Bank? If the Bank Nifty has to fall, the PSUs has to fall larger because the Bank Nifty has really moved up. And after moving up, the gap up and all that, I think the gap up will be better. So this is another idea. I was talking about Bank Nifty. Let me do something on Bank Nifty. Now, so you have the gap up between 16961 versus 17,194. So it is close to 17,408. Maybe it will come up to here. 16,000. 17,000. So we could see a 350 to 400 point correction. I'm not sure whether we'll buy over there, but I will definitely buy about 16,850 times. Well, you'll have the support of the moving average, thereby, since it's an upward trend, temporary of course, short term of course, it makes sense to buy that stock. Anyway, you'll find me in ET now on Tuesday to Friday between 11:30 to 12. So please tune ET now at 11:30. I'm playing that buy now, sell now stock game. BNSN as they call them. Very stupid game, I think, but still, the whole of the viewers are going to watch it. So all taken together, slightly corrective week, pressure on the clearing, some mid-cap stock ideas, and that's the way to handle the market. If you have, I don't have any specific queries from my viewers, so there's nothing to answer really. But earlier there used to be a lot of queries. I don't know what has happened these days. No one has any query. Everyone knows the market.
No, we are getting queries in Facebook. Means some questions are coming at Facebook.
Facebook page. So Facebook query will read the buddies.
So what I do is that I give the reply to a timeline, or you want to give it in the show only.
No, I'm not going to reply Facebook. Fair enough. So that's the nutshell of the market, and this week will be like topsy-turvy types. The gaps which has been created, that is required to settle first. Only on the settlement of the gaps, market takes a better shape. So I'll wait for that. And I'm having a talk show in Haldia next Sunday. So if there are viewers from that side, that's in Haldia Township, IOC Recreation Club or something like that.
One guy from Pune, Mahesh Solonke, has asked, can you please suggest quality mid-cap buys for long-term 5 to 7 years in the current market?
What's his name?
Mahesh Solonke.
Mahesh Solanki has a question from Pune regarding mid-cap ideas for next 5 to 7 years. Now, what is mid-cap is again to be defined in terms of price trade. If I look at a very 5 to 7 years time horizon, if I am looking for pharma as such, there are very small mid-cap pharma ideas like Souro Life Science, then Granules, but of Marksons. Those should do very well in the next 5 years. And well, if you permit to say that Sun Pharma is mid cap, then Sun Pharma for the next 5 years is brilliant. So it depends. Your question should be specific as to what is the price range and what kind of industry you like. Accordingly, I will try to do. In fact, I might be doing something in Pune. There are a lot of inquiries to have some kind of a one-day seminar kind of stuff and stock ideas and futures options, some kind of a training. So it will be half a day of training and maybe half a day of stock ideas. So let these inquiries come to Souro, and then I'll decide. It's a matter of just flying to Bombay or flying to Pune straight away. It doesn't take a lot of time. Anyway, I go to Bombay so often, so there's no issue. And I was in Delhi last week, and I could realize that investors have started taking interest in stock market to a large extent. And that's a good sign of a revival of the market, basically. Anyway, those are macro points. Time will say whether we are right or not. But I'm mildly bullish, subject to a correction. I'm mildly bullish, subject to a correction.
One more question for Gautam Khandai.
Gautam Khandai from?
From I don't know. So he's asking that please mention 5 stocks in this fallen market to invest rupees 1 lakh in 2 stages.
Okay. 5 stocks in this fallen market to be invested in 2 stages. I don't know where is what is his whereabouts. In 5 stocks, when we are talking about, let us define the industries first. I will go for a technology, I'll go for a auto, I'll go for a pharma, I'll go for road construction, I'll go for media. Media, my favorite bet would be between Inox and PVR, any of them, no problem. And post-production, it will be always Tata and AC. Subject to the right price ideas and right entry points. In pharma, I'll go for Sun Pharma, I'll go for Aurobindo Pharma. On the smaller pharmas, I will go for, as I said, Granules and Suven. And assuming that Sun Pharma starts doing well, then Spark, Sun Pharma Research will do well. In the sector of road construction, I'll go for KNR. I'll go for KNR Construction. And obviously I'll add up with BEML. Or pure road construction play, I will go for J. Kumar Infra and KNR Construction. When you ask questions, be very specific, because it makes my life easier as to exactly hit as to what is the stock to buy. Then on the fall, I'll buy Eicher Motors or a Bosch. On the auto, I don't mind buying SML Isuzu or Force Motors. I'll avoid Tata Motors, but I'll try to buy Maruti. And there are so many other things. I recently researched and find out some alcohol stocks, not the India-made foreign liquor, but India-made India liquor, which is called IMIL segment. And Pincon is something which I am looking in that particular segment, Pincon and GM Breweries. If you are liking alcohol stocks, then further ask questions. I will update through the YouTube as to what are the levels and where to buy and things like that. I'm just giving you an idea on a 5 years time horizon. Obviously, in 5 years time horizon, I'll buy knowledge stocks like CRISIL or a ICRA, a Mindtree or a KPO, Persistent Systems. So there are a lot of ideas. You have to be very specific as to what is the amount, what is the time frame. Can send emails and can send questions to the Facebook, and then coordinate with Souro to get the answers. I mean, I cannot give answers while shooting because I have to get the studies well done, and if you send that, then it's fine, and then I'll work it out and then let you know. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I'm winding up the program right now, and see you next Sunday.